We're good. All good. Thank you. All right. Now. Shh. Okay. Shh. Rakaya. All right. So you're not doing the chapter 2 test today. Photocopiers weren't working. I'm going to do them not next week, the week after. I'm going to couple it with the chapter 3 test in preparation for your SAC. Okay? So I'm sorry I didn't communicate that. Your SAC, by the way, is today.
Oh, you marked them, sir?
No, you're fine. So why didn't you mark them? Why didn't I mark them?
Why?
So why don't I know any place?
Well, I'm not so dumb.
Hey,
You never pay attention to what that's
16 minus 2. We got 14 minus 2.
Okay, so as you can see here, SAC 1, today is 3D, okay? We spent a while on 3C. We're just going to do 3D and I won't be talking all class. I'm going to sprint through next week, have a look. We might even do 3 chapters, 2 in here and 1. And so your SAC 2, 9, 10, 11, 12, Friday the 13th. Okay, SAC 2.
Wait, what's that week after?
SAC
What's
2,
happening the week
up
after?
to chapter 3.
What's that week after?
Up to 3, then we're going to go on to chapter 4.
Wait, so SAC 2 is on chapter 3, sir?
Huh?
SAC 2 is on
That's
chapter
not that bad. That's
1,
not
2,
bad.
and 3. Yeah.
3. All of them.
We can push through this,
Okay.
mate. No.
Shh. Also,
Excuse, mate.
you good, Celsia?
Mother's clubbing.
Mother's Club. Alright, so the other thing is, so I couldn't photocopy your notes yet. I'm trying to scan it, nothing is working, okay? So you're just going to have to get your notes. I'm also working on trying to upload for those who missed the class last period, I'm trying to put myself on YouTube, okay? But I'm trying to still work that out. First video's going up. I'll tell you when they're all ready. I've corrected those who did your SACs. I've corrected them. I will let you know at the end of class whether you need to resit. Okay?
Is there resitters?
Huh? There are resitters. Okay. And but those who did the SAC reschedules, I should be finished by them at lunchtime. So you might want to come down to my office after school if you're busting tonight. Okay. Jerome. Sorry? Yeah, I do. Okay. Any questions?
Oh, so
Yep.
will the high score again?
Not for the SAC. All right.
Hyperbolas can go It's in the word, that's
Yeah, really close to me.
Can you open the door, please?
Eric, no. Stop.
You have 2 weeks.
So 3D was very easy.
Yeah, that's cool. Keep moving forward.
First one.
Can I just go on very quick today?
You may.
Alright. Thank you for the blessing.
No worries.
Hey, what are the rest of
Right, you just want to give yourself some stress. You want to give yourself stress with
I would have been a
Oh, it's just, yeah, expanding X.
I'm practically from there.
Check that Three, 4, and 6.
Rakaya. All right, Rakaya. What are we talking about? Okay, first example today. We're not going to take too long. Please tune in. Stephanie, thank you. Celsia, do I need to move you?
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's not voice.
Shh. Okay, sketching the graph for y equals x squared minus 5. Okay. What's one of the things that we need to sketch as part of the features of the graph? Okay. Devansh?
Y set is negative.
Okay. Okay, first thing is a y-intercept. Okay. Second thing is a turning point.
It's a neutral turning point.
Turning point y0 and negative 5. No, sorry. X0, negative 5.
You're a very good boy. Very good. You're a very good boy.
Next thing, somebody else. X-intercepts.
We've got a squared, so it's going to be a graph.
It's going to be a minimum graph.
Yes, exactly right. A minimum.
X-intercepts. And do we have anything else?
We've got a parabola.
We've got a problem. Okay, so we know that it's going to do
Minimum.
this.
It's going to be a thing that's going up.
Yeah.
A U shape.
It's a union shape set.
Yeah, we're going to put that. We know it's going to do that.
It's not an N. It's more of a
Okay. Why, Rosella, why is it going to be a U shape? What about the x squared? It's positive. Good. Okay. Y-intercept. Okay. To find out the y-intercept, what must we substitute into the equation, Ashlyn? 0. What is 0? To get a y-intercept, for it to hit this y, what do we know about any points that go through this y? X is 0. Okay, got to think opposite. If we want the y-intercept, we want x equals 0. When I substitute that in, okay, 0, take away 5, is negative 5. Okay, so what you can do as a sketch, if I want to sketch it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, negative 5. What are we talking about now? Really?
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like it. Okay.
She's not in the room.
Plus 5 and then x plus 5.
Alright,
X squared.
listen up.
Plus and minus square root of 5.
What's our turning point?
Plus,
Hang on. Turning point of this graph. Don't know, that's okay. Kai?
Come on, glucose.
Oh, I don't know.
Give it to glucose.
Can I get glucose?
Making y 0, no. Incorrect.
I get some glucose.
Okay.
So can I get glucose?
Zainab? Hey, Zainab?
Negative 5.
What negative 5? 0, negative 5.
So it wasn't specific. It said x negative 5.
Okay. Now, how do we know that? Well, there's a number of ways we can actually work that out, but this thing here we can actually, are these two the same?
Yes.
Okay. If there's nothing that is in a bracket, it's actually a 0. So that number with the x determines whether that point,
Shifted left.
where this point here shifts left or right.
Pretty smart.
Okay. So this one does the shifting left to what? Left to right. This number here outside is the up and down. But if it's x minus 0, so that 0 tells us this is this 0 here. This negative 5 simply means it's a negative 5. I'll give you another example. If it was x take away 1 squared plus 5, what is the turning point of this one here? Russia. 1 and positive 5, good. Anything in the bracket, you must think of it as the opposite. So if it's a negative 1 in there, most people think it's shifting to the left, actually it's shifting to the right. This plus 5 stays the same. You don't try to reverse it in your head. Okay? Alright, so I'm just going to rub that out. Okay, so that's our 0, negative 5. That's down here. So as you can see here, the turning point and the y-intercept are, they're at the same place. Okay? X-intercepts our x. On this line here, any point that goes through that x line, what do we know about that? What can we substitute in our equation? Y equals 0. Okay? Shh. You're being recorded, by the way. My phone's up here. Okay. Alright. So 0 equals x squared minus 5. What do I do now, Jerome?
You're going to make x a subject.
How do I do that?
You move the image to be x squared is the same as 0 to 5.
0 take away 5? Not quite. It's okay. It's okay, Jerome.
With positive 5.
We'll be positive 5. Remember, negative 5 is a positive 5 on the other side. It's okay to have the x on the right hand side. Nothing wrong with that. What do I do next, Rakaya? How do I get x by itself when there's a square? A square root, okay. Square root of our 5. Am I missing anything there? Lavanya, a plus and minus. Okay, plus and minus square root 5. Okay, so can someone put in your calculator what a square root 5 is approximately equal to as a decimal?
2.24.
Okay, so
It's 2.5.
2.5.
2.25,
Yes.
or is it rounded up? 2.4? Can I see the number, Jerome?
There has to be a third decimal.
2.24 is correct. Okay. This only helps us if we're sketching. So 2.24, I can go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2.24 is about here. 2.2, negative 2.24 is about there. Okay. Back to this down here. Can anyone explain why? Did I explain this? Did we talk about this? Why it can be a plus and a minus?
But you don't know exactly.
Okay. The lunch.
Oh, to figure out the x negative plus and don't worry about it.
I'm not worried. It's okay. You tried? That's fine. Anyone else? Lavanya.
When it's a U, it will have two X. The ones who
Ah, yeah.
Yes, that's true, but that's not what I'm after. Jalanji.
Negative times a negative.
Yeah, good. Okay, so if I have 4 times 4, what's 4 times 4?
40.
16. Okay. So, hang on. Shh. So, the square's the 16, but the root is 4. But I can also have, what's negative 4 times negative 4? 16. The square's 16, but the root is? Negative 4. 2 options. A positive root, negative root. Positive, negative. So we have to account for both, whether it could be positive, negative. Can you do it with the negative 16?
No.
Okay. Can you find a number that multiplies twice that makes a negative 16? No, you can't. So we don't have a problem with that.
That's complex number, right? Yeah, negative.
Yeah, yes, that's true, Devansh. Are you doing specialist?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm joking, I'm not.
All right.
He's just a.
Now, I've got 3 dots. All it is, we're going to connect some dots. Okay?
Connect some dots.
Let's connect some dots.
You know when it's just exclude. It's just rise one.
Okay, done. It doesn't have to be
What?
an
When do things rise?
artistic, exact. Why does it have to be like that? Because the word is, what's the word? Sketch. It's just a sketch of Devansh.
Yes, sir.
It's just a sketch of the important
Or to be
things.
dodgy, sir.
Important thing. Y-intercept, turning point, and x-intercept. Okay? Now, what else do I need to do?
You can put the equation in.
We can put the equation there. Good.
You can label turning point.
And label the turning points. So, you can do that.
Could you label the x's?
You do. What's this one over here?
2.24. 0.
Positive 0, square root of 5.
Positive square root of 5. Don't put the decimal in. Okay. We want to be exact. Okay, and that's completely done. Okay. All right. Do you need a minute to copy that down? Okay. It's going off in 30 seconds. Don't worry, once the photocopy is up, I'll send these to you. The month will renew, I'll get more money in my account again.
Or government.
Yeah.
Wait, so when are you going to print the morning?
I don't know when that works. It wasn't working today. Huh? Was it? I didn't have time to print. Oh, was it? Okay. Can I wipe it off?
Why are you still breathing? You can do this. Hey, Jerome, did you say you like coaching what? What did you do at the park the other day?
Alright, have a go at this, please.
Oh, bless. So plus is going to go to the left 3 times.
Oh, hang on, did I copy it right? No, sorry.
X, negative is going to the outside.
My bad.
So it's going to be a negative graph. It's going to go to the negative 3 and it's going to push down to be neutral.
Turning point is
Yeah, plus 3 goes to the left. Because it's positive.
And then spread on the top.
So the graphing, I think, is the easiest part.
Yeah, it is. It is actually.
But the square and that one is just straight.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait. What is the right?
Okay, Ahmed, what's the first thing you're working out? And what's your y-intercept? Sorry? 9? Negative 9. Okay. It's going to be negative 9. So let's sub the x equals 0.
Negative 9. Analyze. Analyze G so Y.
Okay.
You're gonna see some things.
What's the next thing, people? Hashi, what's your next step? Turning point? TP. Okay, what's your turning point, Hashi? 0, negative 9?
0, negative 3.
Not quite. Not quite.
The turning point is further to the left.
Okay.
it's negative 3 0.
Negative 3, what? 0. How'd you get that, Jerome?
There's no number outside the bracket.
Or
So
just
it's
keep
just
it.
0.
Okay. So you can read it off there. Opposite of a plus 3 is a negative 3. Plus 0 hasn't shifted anywhere. Okay, what this means here in words, we shift the graph 3 units, which way? Left, good. Well done. Okay, only, that's the only shift. Alright, next thing, Advika. Y-intercept's done, turning point's done. What's the third thing?
Time to graph.
Number 3. What's the third thing that we worked out last time?
Oh. I don't get it.
Okay.
X-intercept.
It's X-intercept.
Whoa.
Oh.
Okay.
So I'm doing other work.
Really?
Like other work than that. Really.
Wow.
Murder.
This is on YouTube right now, Advika.
Oh, you put that on YouTube?
Live streaming.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
Oh, you can like and subscribe.
Thank you, Rakaya. Thank you for doing my work today.
It's okay.
Okay.
y equals 0. Negative 9.
Okay? 0 divided by a negative what?
1.
1. That turns into a 0. Running out of space. Square root of?
0.
Yep, I'm running out of space. So we're going to go up here.
Got an arrow there just in case it gets put this way.
So from here, square root of 0 Ying? 0. Usman, x equals? Sorry? Negative everything. Okay. We've got our information. Let's put some dots on here. 0, negative 9.
So you forgot plus and minus 2.
No, don't need
That? It's a parabola.
because it's a 0. You'll see what I mean.
Ah,
The bunch is too smart. That's true.
wait, but it's a parabola. I want to have 2 axes.
Now notice, if you look at your y-intercept, it's a negative 9. That's a big number on the y scale. So to help us, we won't break it up into 3, 6, 9. Stephanie, sorry. So because we've got a big intercept, we're going to jump quicker, so we're not off the page. So what's a good number I can jump down to? 9.
Right.
Let's just, I would suggest for this one, in 5s. Do not jump in 3s. Do not jump in 6s. Only jump in 1s, 2s, 5s and 10s. 20s? Yeah? Or 100s if it gets to that. Okay? So our negative 9 sits about there. 1. Our turning point, negative 3, 0. It's up here. Okay. And how do I make sense of the x-intercept? You don't? No.
Oh, is the x intercepting at 0? So I'm confused. It's parabola. How's it not?
Yeah, I know.
2x intercept?
How can I make a parabola out of this? It's upside down. Okay.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh, minimum.
All right.
It's a maximum.
Oh, yeah, that's
Okay.
Where are you going, brother?
All right.
It's a negative. So dumb.
The
This is-
first.
It's happening.
No, no, functional.
Hey, whenever.
Bring yourself.
Listen. Hey. Can we
Wait.
Stop talking.
I've only got 2 points here. And we're back down to negative 3, so they're sharing. The clue is, whenever you see a square, that means you're looking at a bounce. Okay. This graph, because is it going to go upside U shape or what? Or upside down U?
Intersection set.
It's going to do that. That square is going to bounce at negative 3. So it's going to look like this. Okay. We've got our turning point, we've got a y-intercept, and we've got an x-intercept that has bounced back down. When you're dealing with a square sign, that's how you bounce. Okay? Okay. Alright, so
Advanced maths.
are we all good with that? Okay. I'm going to wipe this off now.
Yeah.
We good? Alright, last one for today.
Last one. Adrian, did you hear about when you touched
Have a go at that, please.
Oh, that's easy. The gradient is doubled, and y is dropped down, but then it's pushed to the left.
This gave us a 4.
So why don't you just make it positive, because you're going to run out of space.
Nah, we'll be good.
Hey, stop touching me.
Yeah, I will.
I agree. We got computed in the chair on Sax next week. Like just Excel sheet.
No, you can't say that.
Under 16 is bad. I'm saying like, don't drop under 16 number one. You don't drop under 16. Just think around, try like 75, 76. Just try to bring negative 3.
76.
Just have that as a goal.
Okay. Celsius, do you work out the y-intercept? We make the x 0.
Just make sure you remember.
So it's negative 2 times 1 minus 3.
And it will be negative positive.
No. What's negative 2 take away 3? Negative 5. Now, did some people, be honest, did some people read it off as negative 3 as the y-intercept? Did anyone do that? Okay. Well, if you did, you probably wouldn't own up to it. But some common mistake is not subbing into 0, and they're assuming that it's just a negative 3 straight off. But actually, you put the 0 in, you're going to get a negative 5. So a good rule is just do the working out and don't assume things.
Can't you just put another calculator then you can see?
Yeah, but when you're going to be, you could do that. But what if the test is not with a calculator?
Just skip the step.
Okay. All right.
Bring your calculator.
Turning point is
Negative 1, negative 3.
negative 1, negative 3. Good. Okay. X-intercepts. Who haven't I asked today?
You have not asked Usman.
Jack, x-intercepts, what do I substitute into the equation?
You make y equal 0.
Okay. Next step, LD, next step in sorting this out. What do we do? Don't know? Irfan, next step. What are we trying to do here? Okay. No.
Give it a go.
Ashlyn,
So, expand that?
no.
Like, glucose for
Oh, you can, but it's not really going to
Ask glucose.
do much. Shamila? You can, but it's not what we really need to do.
Yeah, if you expand it,
Hanan? It's not divided by -3. No.
So, but you weren't asking, I'm telling you. See, I'm not gonna.
Janet G,
Move the negative to the other side.
move the -3 to the other side.
Donate your lolly to glucose.
Thrasher, what do we do next? No.
divided by
Divided by negative
negative 3 divided by negative 2.
Divided by -2. Okay.
And you square root.
And then we
Remove
square
the
root.
square.
Are we good?
Yes, we are.
We're not good. Why aren't we good, Zainab?
Get rid of that one.
Sorry? That's not what I'm after. Good try.
Move the one to the other side.
Something else though.
1 plus or minus square root of 2.
Sorry, Lavanya? Okay, good. Alright, listen up. Shh. Remember I asked, can you have a negative number and have the roots of a negative number? Can you think of one number that's the same that makes a negative? You can't. Here, we've got the same thing. Can I square root a negative number? Can I square root a negative 16? No, I can't do it. Impossible. So once you're stuck with the square root of a negative, write that down somewhere, then you stop and you say, what does that mean again?
So,
No, therefore,
so therefore.
does not exist.
All that work.
Yes, I got the
Doesn't
math
exist.
error. But I tried to take
Yeah.
the one on the other side.
That's right, you'll get a math error on your calculator. Okay,
Like, does not have any real solution.
correct.
If it's below,
No real solution, that's the answer.
no, if it's less than
Yeah. Well, that's something else at Vika.
So,
Yep.
isn't there like a discriminating question to find out if there's a solution or not?
Yes, we're
No solution.
2 more chapters down.
Oh, I'm ahead of my time now.
All right. Yep. So, let's put in what we know first. -5, 0, -5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shh.
Yeah, bro.
We also have a -1, -3. -1, -3. I'll put my numbers in here. We've got two dots, but remember, the turning point, this is our turning point. And is it going to be a U or an upside down U? Upside down U, why? Because of the negative. Okay. So it's going to do this. So this is our top of the hill. Okay. See how most of the work is in our x-intercepts? The square, that square is really important because if it's a square root of negative, see how that it doesn't exist? There are no x-intercepts. It doesn't go that high. Mathematically, it does not make sense to have x-intercepts. Visually, it doesn't make sense to have intercepts because look, it doesn't reach up there.
No real solutions.
Yeah, there's no answers to that. Okay? And then you can put your 0, -5. You can put your turning point, label it -1, -3. And that's all you need. Okay? Any questions to that? Okay. That's it today. Next week is going to be a big week next week. Got a lot of things to get through next week. Okay.
Very, very
I'm going to leave that up.